Hello, I'm Laura Heritage. I'm the Director of Product Portfolio Planning for the AMPLIFY platform, and thank you for joining the Amplify and Architect's View session today. By now, I'm assuming everyone has heard the vision of a customer experience network. A company's ability to succeed in this connected digital world is going to be based on how strategically and easily they can engage with their customers and partners to capture and act on business moments in the right time and the right place in a very delightful way. Now, this is happening, this whole connected experience and demand from customers is happening across all industry. A customer today doesn't just go look for specific best of breed features and functions. When you go out to purchase a service or a product, be it from a healthcare perspective to a consumer electronics, you want to see how well that company integrates with the rest of your life's experiences. How well does it integrate with your Fitbit, with your Apple, with your current insurance company, with the FedEx, right? You as a person have, and as a customer across all industries, have a connected experience. And when you go to purchase, you subconsciously look and see, how does it relate to everything else? This means as a company, you need to mobilize your data and streamline your ability to engage and interact with new partners on a web scale fashion. You can't take 6 months to integrate with a new customer or a new partner. You need to do that very, very rapidly. Axway's AMPLIFY platform is built just to do that. AMPLIFY is a data integration and an engagement platform. Axway Amplify, you've probably seen this in all of our presentations as well. Axway Amplify is a complete end-to-end platform surrounded by a large community with a marketplace. It unleashes and mobilizes your enterprise services and data from files to APIs. It secures these data and files, and it provides the ability to develop apps and APIs and provides the delivery channel to deliver those as well. In addition, it provides end-to-end monitoring and analytic insight. But how does all of this translate and fit into my IT architecture that I have invested so much in? That's the question that most of our customers ask, or what you're thinking today. How do I make use of AMPLIFY platform? Do I have to rip and replace? Is this something I run in parallel? And I'm hoping to answer some of those questions that you have today. So let's take a look. Now, I come from a SOA background, from an enterprise background for the last 15, 16 years. I've worked with large enterprise companies and worked with their reference architectures and so forth to devise their next strategy, their digital strategy. So I really think in terms of these reference architectures. Now, what you see on the screen here is traditional components of a reference architecture. Now, most of the things in gray here you already have. It's in your reference architecture. You've spent years building it. You have an information management layer. You have an application layer with business processes and applications and business rules. Most of you will have traditional ESB layers where you do messaging and your connectivity. You have might have an existing analytics layer, or should have a security services that you connect into. Now, the portions in red here that you have is capabilities that Axway provides and that we've helped you build over the years. So, for example, you have the Secure Integration Foundation. This is where your B2B and MFT capabilities live, and we provide development services to help you build integration flows and maps and so forth. We provide you with partner portals to help build those partner engagements. In addition, we just recently acquired Simplicity, and we provide content collaboration, that whole sync and share device syncing. And finally, in your infrastructure and your reference architecture today, I'm sure you're all starting to dabble with and start building your microservices. So if this is what you look like today, how do you get to that digital engaging customer experience network. How do you achieve that vision? Well, to start with, you already have some of the components of the Amplify platform if you have any one of our B2B or MFT capabilities, right? These are the capabilities that are highlighted here in I don't know what color this is, a wine color. So let's say we want to adopt the Amplify platform incrementally. One of the first things you might want to do is you might want to start exposing some of your MFT flows or your B2B processes as APIs, or build out new APIs. One of the capabilities that you can leverage from the platform is the API build and run capability. So we provide the ability to design and build and compose and implement APIs leveraging API Builder. You'll see in the marketplace, you'll be able to go and find new and interesting connectors that allow you to hook up into MFT, B2B, and start exposing some of those flows as APIs. Once you've built those APIs are deployed as runtime services on our elastically scalable Node.js platform that we run out there. Again, you'd connect, you'd be able to see the cloud connected capabilities for B2B and MFT. You'd find that here in the marketplace. You as a customer can also contribute to that marketplace, right? As you have assets that you want to share with your business partners and build out your ecosystem, you can contribute to the marketplace as well and start socializing those and start building out industry solutions in there as well. So with that, the next thing you want to do if you're building these APIs, and most likely if you've got an ESB or you have existing SOAP-based APIs and all sorts of flavors of APIs and services, so the next thing you probably are going to want to do is add in a management layer. One of the key things in an engaging enterprise, in a modern enterprise, is having this interaction layer. Now, this really controls all the interactions with your services inside your enterprise. So from like a ground-to-ground connectivity perspective, and outside the enterprise. It really gives you a handle and provides that security around all your data as you start mobilizing your data and transforming your data and your files. So the Amplify platform, you can add in the API gateway and API management services. We provide, it also comes with a bunch of security services. So you can see how you can just snap that in and start governing and managing and sourcing and freeing up the data from your traditional ESB layers, application layers, and your data integration layers. Now, when I built this reference architecture, I put in some of these lines so you can show the interactions. These are not all the interactions, but they just are there to give you kind of a flavor of what you're doing. Along with the API management capabilities, we provide the portal, developer portal. So not only in the inside of your enterprise that you can socialize and start building that culture of co-creating inside the enterprise so you can get faster at unleashing the data, but you can also do that externally to your partner, creating a new way to create that web scale of partner expansion with different communities that you have available. All right. The next thing after you have that available, one of the things that we provide is robust analytics, not only from an operational perspective, but from a consumer perspective. As you have this interaction layer in place, you can gather all sorts of information about who is consuming your data, how it's being consumed. You can start getting business insights, and then that analytics can plug into your existing business business intelligence systems as well. So you really start seeing how, you know what, it is, I can mobilize my existing reference architecture and start mobilizing that data, start making that engagement with the Amplify platform. Next that you might want to add in is you might want to add in the app dev experience and with the delivery channel. So you might want to start building those virtual assistants with Alexa that such as Amazon Alexa, that leverages the APIs that you built and are deployed in the microservices environment and so forth. So we have all sorts of app development tooling and a large community of developers that are out there to help you as an organization, as a customer, achieve your success. So you can what I call phone a friend, go into the developer community and start co-creating, start sharing. We have a developer portal that helps lower the barrier to find those developers, to define those technologists that understand the Amplify platform, that understand the digital space, and so you can co-create and contribute. So in a nutshell, was an example of how you can snap in the Amplify platform into your existing IT infrastructure reference architecture and unleash the value of it. Mobilize that data without having to rip and replace, leverage and build off of your existing infrastructure. All right. So here's an example. If you go to any one of our industry talks here, you'll be able to see demos of leveraging the Amplify platform and unleashing that data by leveraging, the Amazon Alexa devices, the IoT devices, and mobile devices. Again, I'm going to be talking about this one, which talks about it's a demonstration that we've done and built on patient medication adherence and how we were able to rapidly, easily build this. And you can build this too. You can go to platform.axway.com, sign up for free, and start building and connecting to your data sources. To bring this back around to the vision of a customer experience network and the importance of mobilizing your data and engaging with your partners on a web scale, what's on this slide depicts Griffin Healthcare, a fictitious company, and their vision for creating a connected patient experience, starting with the medication adherence demo, which I explained on the previous slide. So what Griffin Healthcare wanted to do is to engage their patients and their patients' family to improve their healthcare outcomes, which ends up in lowering costs and things for Griffin Healthcare, and also better healthcare outcomes for their patients. By leveraging the devices that patients and their families may have in their existing homes already and integrating with service providers such as CVS for pharmacy that patients already use, Griffin Healthcare can create this ultimate experience for the patient in an era when clinics now see and treat patients more like customers because they have a choice, and these customers expect this connected digital experience. In this example, which is really cool because we've built this, is the Griffin Healthcare leverages the SmartThings motion sensor to determine if grandma has moved. And so when they ask when a concerned relative asks the Alexa device to ask Griffin Healthcare to check on grandma if they've taken their medication, it'll say, well, she hasn't taken her medication since yesterday and she hasn't registered a movement within an hour. Would you like me to send somebody to help, right? So it creates this engaging awareness about grandma to protect and to help with the healthcare outcomes. And when you think about all the things that are in your house already that you can connect into in this particular example, for example, your Nest, right? Your Nest thermostat tracks movement to tell if it should set to away or not. You could tap into that to see how healthy someone is. Obviously, there's tons of security things around it that you need to be aware of, which is why the Amplify platform is here to help as well. But this is just one example of creating that engaging customer experience network for your customers. So thank you, and I think we're going to open it up for questions right now.